you're off for too long. Now, do you hear us okay, though? I got a brand new amplifier.
Yeah, I hear you well.
What did you start?
I started it because I wanted to start at 11:59 sharp.
Oh.
And
so
then
I'm going to do the intro.
So this gives it's not noon yet.
I'm on time.
Oh 10 seconds. I can't with you.
Click the live, 11:59. Click the intro at noon. Give everyone a chance for things to start coming in. Look, we already got 5 people. It is noon. I just heard something I've never heard before.
I think that was chickens.
Now, do you hear us? Do you like the new?
I hear you.
But is it turned up enough?
Yes, yes.
Really? So, because now we officially are all now listening out of the same out, but it's another amplifier.
Okay.
Does it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
I don't hear her really well. What's going on, guys?
Okay.
Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Video Chicken. Welcome to, I'm not going to lie to you, we are all a mess today. So this is going to be...
Speak for yourself.
You were even ironing before the show.
Well, that's because I had to drop everything this morning to go to a doctor's appointment that I totally forgot. So just had to run out of the house with clothes under one arm, coffee under the other.
Oh my God. Okay, so again, what's going on? Happy Friday. Thank you for, you being here. Ingrid's here. Everyone's on time.
Francine's here.
Francine, hi Francine. Everyone's on time today. We're gonna give everyone a chance to get in here. We got a lot going on today, but it's nothing scheduled-ish. There's a couple things scheduled. How die?
I have stuff.
I am so frustrated. When we type things, please keep it clear.
Oh, I'm
and
always clear.
And not leaving enunciations. Dad, how die? I don't know what that means. All right, what's going on, guys? We're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to Video Chicken, coming to you live from Creedmoor, North Carolina. To my left, as always, is my co-host, Kristen, our chickenista, our chicken expert. And, I just got turned down.
You sound hot.
Well, so...
Ooh, there she goes again with the compliments.
Ingrid can't win today. And I got to tell you something. Ingrid yelled at me this week.
I did not.
Oh, yeah. And then Mackenzie yelled at me this week.
You must have had it coming.
Yeah.
Nan yells at me all the time, so I'm kind of used to that, unfortunately.
And I called Ingrid this week, and I said, do you still like me?
I followed up on that, making sure there's no issues there, so thank you for doing that.
She does, so.
Of course.
So many things just going on that I don't...
Oh, no, that's appropriate.
Yeah, see, I waited for Ingrid. But I'm distracting her too much.
You really are.
So,
although this is great music.
I tell you, I love that. So, real quick, welcome back. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but you forgot.
Well, I was available
Can you
last
turn
week.
my headphones up just a little? Don't turn my mic.
I do not yell at you every day.
Wait, was that yelling?
No, he thinks anything is yelling.
I'm a very sensitive guy. Turn me down just a little. Just a little.
He speaks with authority.
We got a new device. Well, I'm adjusting this, but you're not adjusting my mic, so they don't hear any difference. I just want to make sure everything is good. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started.
You're so loud in my ears, it sounds like you're yelling at me.
So turn her down. Well, turn her headphones down, but
Oh, my God.
it's not hard. She's 2. I'm 1. You're 3.
Wait, why can't I be one?
I'm 1. Thank you.
Wear the red shirt, I know.
Well, today, speaking of the shirt, and of course, right before the show, Ingrid's like, are you wearing that? I'm like, here we go already. I love this new shirt. I love this shirt so much that I think I'm going to have a bunch made. I love the logo right here. Now, it is green. It is not blue. That is just it's not a logo changing shirt. Look at that. It's not bad. Huh? Am I losing you guys? I thought that was funny.
Listen, the reason, can you tell people why I said, are you going to wear that?
Because white shirts show up differently under lights?
Yeah.
You said I was hot.
I said, like, in TV land, you usually don't wear bright white shirts like that. It's hard to light.
Well, and I went back to school shopping. Look at the pretty dress.
That is a very nice dress. I find it. Oh, no, it's here.
Yeah,
Don't forget to shout out for the t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm getting there, but I got rudely cut off.
Back to school shopping at Goodwill.
That is a hell of a score for Goodwill. Yeah. Okay. And I also see, too, when we're paying attention to some of the YouTube comments, Matt is louder. Turn me down. Turn my mic down just a little bit.
Oh, I'll gladly.
No. Well, yeah, okay, at the fader.
Gladly. Keep going.
No. Okay. So thank you, Brian P, for that. Yeah, we haven't done a sound. You are there. You three are a crack up. Good. Thank you. I promise we're going to talk chickens. Boy, do we got some stuff going on today. And a couple surprises. But first, shout out to, I guess you'd be called my cousin-in-law maybe. It's Nan's cousin who has started his own business. I'm so proud of this man. He, 5 kids. Just long, crazy story. Doesn't matter. He's got his storefront now. I just absolutely love it. Been supporting him, and he's one of those people that are so smart. He drives me crazy. Yeah, he made these mugs. So I think I did talk about these mugs a little bit. Now I promise these are.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? Hold on. I got an idea.
See the green. You want me to change the background?
No. I got an idea. I'm gonna spill this. I'm gonna make a mess of myself. Anyway, so we got some awesome mugs, and we do need to make it official that I want to start selling these. We need to get these on the website, and I want the proceeds to go to a nonprofit animal shelter. We picked the animal shelter. Ingrid,
Wait, I thought we talked about this, and it was going to go to Coops for kids.
Well, we talk about a lot of ideas, and it all starts with the ideas. But then it's our job to start making it stick. It's our job to start making it execute. And I think people would love to buy some. I love my kids. They're like, Daddy, that's some good merch. We got to start selling the merch, and I want to, be able to donate it. And it's obviously I'd love to get.
These were really good pens, by the way.
Yeah, those pens are awesome.
And we just got like 1,000 of them in.
Yeah, these were a good purchase.
All right, we need to go ahead and get started. Let's start answering. Again,
I'm not sure what this is, though. Is this like a poker chip?
It's a mini coaster. It's for this thing. It's the Carolina Coops poker chips.
That water thing is great, though.
Wait a minute. Is that going to fit under that? It looks small.
What are you doing, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay, awkward silence. Oh, let's move on. I'm
It's a
going to take
coaster.
over the show today. All right, moving on.
Moving on. All right, yeah. So we got some people on standby in about, I don't know, I can't do the math. I'm going to say 8 minutes. So we're going to bring them on here in a little bit. And that's going to be, I'm not going to lie to you. We did a sound check earlier. It went really well. And I am extremely stressed about what we're about to see. But I think you guys out there are going to be very entertained. So again.
Wait a minute. Did you get Dale to join the call?
Well, I wasn't sure when I'm going to let you vent. You've had a hell of a week.
Yeah. Yeah, but go ahead.
But again, this is all chicken related, believe it or not. I know you guys are probably like, God, don't they ever? No, it's all chicken related. You didn't, did you? Did you?
What?
You did. I see it over there. Is that what you
Of course.
brought? Okay, good. I'm going to let you talk about that.
All right.
I want to make sure everyone knows this show is about you guys. It's not about us get up here and vent and talk about all the drama. And
Might be relatable, though.
Yeah. So ask your questions. Chicken coop building, chicken questions. That's what we are here for.
I have some questions from people, too.
Well, let's go ahead and let's start. Hi from Germany. Love Germany. I think we just got a bunch of wood in from Germany, too. France and Germany. It's beautiful lumber out there.
Is Martin from Germany the one that did a coop inspired by us? If it is, please let us know, because he sent us a video.
I'm half German.
I got some German in Semmel, which I believe means bread. I got a quarter German in me. At least that's what they tell me. Ancestry.
Me too.
Look at that coop, huh? Huh?
Isn't that nice?
Beautiful chicken coop. I think Ingrid's still doing the editing. She said that your camera wasn't so bad when mine cooked.
No, her camera looked great. Both of your cameras look great.
Right. But the damn generator was going in the background.
What?
Yeah.
We might have to go out and
I didn't
refilm.
even notice.
I didn't notice. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Anyways, okay, so let's go ahead and get started with some questions. 12:15, we got some people coming up that we're going to talk to.
So, do you want me to get, all right. So here's a question. Somebody, Able Tattooing, said, do most of your customers, oh no, he was about solar power. Okay. Anyway, do most of your customers put their coops together, then paint or stain, or should you paint or stain first?
Why do we have to bring that up? Because you know that's a sore subject right now. Is that by coincidence?
No, that was a question that you said, oh, we don't answer all the questions every week.
No,
We have
you're
to get back to
right.
them.
You're
so
right.
This was from last time.
Thank you. And I tell you, there's a lot of comments, too, from previous.
I take those too.
Yeah, I would love to address them. Okay, so the question is.
When you're assembling your coop. Your
You don't
beautiful
remember
coop.
the question because you were on your phone.
Yeah,
Because
I
I was texting to
He
guess.
swirled. I already took care of Sean.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that. You didn't communicate.
I did. I said I'm going to text
I'm
him and
pissing
let
vinegar.
him know that the same link is good.
I think it's better to paint the coop beforehand. before you put it together. Isn't that right?
But how about the numbers and stuff that's on there?
Oh.
See, that's what I don't know.
Okay, so we're talking
and-
about the coops that the customer is going to put together.
Right.
Should they paint it before they assemble it, or should they paint it after they assemble it?
Right.
My opinion is paint it before you assemble it. If you're
Ding, 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 I said that.
if you're going to hand paint it. However, you do run a high risk of covering up where we label the parts.
Right.
However, our manual has such great visuals that you should be able to identify based on the appearance. I know. Okay.
Is it like IKEA furniture?
No, it's not. It's not. So
What about that's not going to interfere with any of the tolerances?
maybe write down the part number. You're probably gonna have painter's tape anyways. Paint it, and then put your painter's tape in a inconspicuous, if I said that right, spot, and then mark it again because you're not gonna want to lose those. Well, especially when you. See, we got to get an external mic for Non, so she can just like.
I would like that.
I've looked and I have to interrupt my
Here,
day
come
and-
here.
And
Here comes Non.
not get up from my chair, though I don't mind taking the steps. But I do advise customers to just get the framing or the skeleton up so they don't have to worry about painting over the. Oh, God.
I am. There they are. There they are, everyone. Ingrid and Nonner.
Yay! Okay, so if any of you have asked me this over the telephone, I will always say to get the framing or the skeleton of the coop up first so you don't have to worry about painting over the part numbers. And also, when you do that, you can eliminate painting parts of the coop that you don't necessarily have to paint, like the top of the purlins and the rafters and the inside of the hen house and those kinds of things. So get everything up without putting on your hardware roofing and hardware cloth, then paint it, and then put all of your finishing stuff on.
Mike Trapp says, morning, y'all. I painted all, I'm assuming my parts before assembling. I was able to get all 6 sides of each piece. I used a marker to darken the numbers. So honestly, I think the answer to the question is, what Non is saying is probably how I would actually, it is, she's right. Get the frame up first because then you can paint with it standing. You don't got all these parts all over the place. But it's your individual parts that can be a pain in the butt, like your windows, your
Right.
doors. Painting sucks, bottom line. So I guess just try to use your best judgment. If you buy a coop from us and you run into that dilemma and you're not really sure, I think it's always best to give us a call because there's so many variables and everyone's different. Like, are they going to do it by hand? Are they going to do it? Go ahead,
Spray
Ingrid.
painting is always a good option also.
Look at that. Sean's right on
I
time.
know.
Okay, I'll get it. 12, 12. 12, 12. So we got Sean in the green room. So I hope that answers that question.
I think it does.
And we can always refer back to it. I know
We should
Ingrid's
make
so
a
mad.
video.
She's like, can you just please get rid of that?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Awesome.
We should make a video about that.
All right. So a little surprise today. Something we haven't done. And
Thanks, Don.
I couldn't be happier right now what's
Okay.
about to take place. And that is we have 2 road crews now. Road Crew 1. That sounds like something from Star Wars. Road Crew 1. Sean and AV. Let's go ahead and bring them in from the green room.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Add left.
Mm-hmm. And so there's Sean. And there is our customer. Oh, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell me.
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie. Anna Marie, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing today?
Excellent, thank you. How are you?
Awesome. So you are officially live. Thank you for taking the time. So, folks, what we're doing today is we have Sean and AV, Road Crew 1, down in, I'm just going to call it McAllen, Texas, but they're actually in Mission, Texas. If you're bored, take a
Mission.
Yeah, take a look at that map. I don't think you can get much further south in the state of Texas. You've been there now how long, Sean?
Friday it was 4 weeks in Texas.
How's it going? Is it warm?
It's 100 plus every day.
Awesome. So, Sean, if you could do me a favor real quick, let's flip the camera around and let's introduce the... Oh, no, that's not what I meant. Go back to sideways.
Sorry, buddy. I apologize.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're just going to press a little button. It's going to flip the camera around, I hope. All right? This is going to be
I
interesting.
We can see it in his sunglasses.
That's a good point. Um,
You mute, hang up.
no, don't do that. If you do, well, I just want you to. There's gonna be a symbol that's like a recycling symbol-ish.
It's gonna be two arrows,
and
and just tap
we
that.
don't have it. Oh,
Okay.
Wait. 2 arrows.
There we go. No?
Try it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, it's happening. I feel it. No, press it one time. What do you
It
got?
did work with Keith, right? Didn't
Oh,
he
it
do
absolutely did work.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
turned it around.
Sean is not a phone person at all. He's a steering wheel person.
And he's really good on the road.
Really good. Is it really that hard? Put the phone up in your eyeglasses so I can see the screen, and then I might be able to tell you where it is.
Listen, my eyeglasses.
Oh, I can't see it. All right. So, anyways, oh yeah,
Listen,
Anna Marie will show you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh boy,
The reason, I'm sorry.
I guess we should have practiced this earlier.
we did.
Well, we practiced the video and audio. We didn't practice. I want to show everyone what's going on, this amazing chicken coop that they've been working on for 4 weeks.
Hold on.
Oh, bear with us, folks. I tell you what, I am going
Let's
to.
go back to the you guys. Well,
Yeah, we're gonna go back to here. See if you can flip that camera around. We're gonna.
Hold on.
Oh, what's going on?
It's
There
flipped.
it is. There.
Yeah, it's relieving us.
it flipped, and
Do you
is
see it?
something blocking the camera?
There we are. Okay,
Ah.
here we go.
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Good job. All right, here we go. So, thank you, everyone. And again, Anna Marie, thank you so much for taking the time. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show our viewers some behind the scenes, what I would normally do if I was on site. Sean, try to back up a little bit. Here is a beautiful Craftsman coop that is under construction. And Sean called me yesterday and started asking me questions. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Wait till tomorrow's show. And then I also wanted to ask if Anna Marie could come on and just give us some feedback from a customer's point of view. Because, again, this show is all about educating the customer. And, of course, I've always say, if you're not going to buy my coop, I want you to build your own. But we're going to talk a little bit about buying a coop and being a customer. So real quick, Sean, if you could back up a little bit more, we're going to try to get
huge.
Yeah. Sean made a funny point. He goes, when he's
Look at more, I'm
done.
gonna be in the next county.
Sean is our comedian. I tell you, it's one of the reasons why I keep him around. He does make me laugh. He's going to park the truck and trailer together and show that this coop is bigger than the truck and trailer. So anyways, so you're looking at a overall coop that is 10 foot wide. The run is, how long is that run, Sean?
12,
All right, this may not work. I think he said 40
it's
foot.
12 foot wide, 40-foot run, 12 by 12 craftsmanship.
So that's 52 overall,
I did.
right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you hear
Matt.
me?
Yeah, we
We
can hear
do.
you.
It's not working out as well as it was yesterday. I thought we were going to get through this. I don't know if you're on cellular Wi-Fi in a bad area, but hold on. That's a 12-foot wide coop.
Yeah, so it's 12 by 52 overall.
Is this the first 12-foot wide coop I think we've ever done?
This is now our biggest coop,
Craftsman.
biggest craftsman.
We Chad and I did a 12 by 12 Carolina, but never one this big or a craftsman.
Okay, so here we are. We're looking at a
Wow.
12 by 52 footprint chicken coop. So the audio is a little in and out, but we're going to give this a try. Sean, we'll get back to you, but with Anna Marie first. Anna Marie, do you still hear us? This is not going as I expected, and
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all right, we're going to try. So, how is it going from being a customer, Sean and AV, how are they doing out there for you? Yeah, I'm gonna end it.
Exceptional, just very organized, and every day it's been. Yeah, they can't hear me. No,
Now we got you. We can hear you.
it's breaking out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a little.
All right,
I want to know how many chickens she's going to put in there.
we're gonna get out of there. I
That's a
apologize
big
about that.
coop.
We did an audio check earlier, and it was so much better. And I tell you, I don't know if our listeners or viewers are anything like I am. Once it starts breaking up, I can't handle it. So sorry about that. The point was, I wanted to show you guys the chicken coop that they've been working on. I am so proud of them because this is one of the most complicated chicken coops you can do. And myself or Evan are not there. And
Maybe you got a better connection.
we're going to try it one more time. We're going to try it one more time. I think, no. Go ahead and text him. Abort. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this chicken coop. But here's the biggest reason why I wanted to show you guys. I remember a friend of mine once asking me, how hard can it be? You would, yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, you would not believe the crisis and the problems we're having right now painting that chicken coop. It is so hot there that the tannins are just, okay. Text him, or we're going to try one more time. Maybe we'll get lucky. Third time's a charm. Sean, not sure if you can hear. It's not working. I appreciate the effort. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
All right, Sean, can you hear me? We got good signal?
He's muted.
We're going to try one more time.
That looks like a painting station.
Oh my God. Yeah. So again, that's what I want to show you guys is, we were just answering a question. Do I paint my coop before or after? This coop has turned into a nightmare because of, Sean, if you can hear me, I tell you what, don't even worry about talking. Anna Marie, if you can hear me, thank you so much. But the audio is just not there, unfortunately. But Sean, if you can maybe follow my direction, go ahead and show us the side of the hen house you were showing me earlier. And I just wanted to share. It's like he's filming me right now. There's his finger.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a typical old
Okay,
school
so
Sean move right there.
He's showing you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I see what you
Yes, it is.
mean.
Well, no, that's the wood filler. That's just normal. He's
Oh,
going
that's
through.
wood filler. That's not the what you're talking about?
All right.
Going
It's
inside.
not working. I'm going to end it. It's not working. That's driving me crazy. Hi, Ingrid.
Hi.
Yay, Ingrid. I don't know why it's switching back to that screen.
Yeah,
that
let's
is
not.
that is really
Okay,
bizarre.
nobody wants to see me.
Yes,
So,
people.
Actually, yeah.
I think a lot of people would like to see you. I tell you, you got a hell of a fan base kicking on. There's a couple people. I think he even ordered a chicken coop. He probably ordered a chicken coop because he is a huge fan of yours. So thank you.
Who is that? I need a fan.
You have a million fans, but I definitely want to get a shout out because he adds a lot of comments, and he's also a person that asked a question about solar that I definitely wanted to get into because solar can be very, very confusing. All right. So what the hell? Nothing's
So,
going well
do you want
today.
to explain what's going on with that?
Yeah, you
So
were
here,
saying.
yeah. So here's what's going on there. Is can you please text
I
him
did.
and let him know abort? We're done. Thank you. To be honest with you, I don't know what's going on. So we got to call in the experts, Sherwin-Williams. And one of the nice things about Sherwin-Williams, this is where they should be paying us, is they actually have outside sales reps that are very, very smart about their product and help give phenomenal support. And because we travel the country, there's Sherwin-Williams everywhere, they'll come out on site and help identify what's going on. But here's what it is. We normally shellac over the knots of the lumber to block the tannins from bleeding through. A couple things have happened. One, for whatever reason, they didn't do it in the shop. So they, I guess, expected Sean to do it. So he has to go through, sand all the knots because there's already stain on top of it. And the shellac and stain kind of, they don't mix well. If you're going to shellac, you got to put that on first and then put the stain on. Sean is having problems. He reads the instructions. You can't shellac. You're not supposed to shellac over 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know all paint has that, I believe,
Well,
or exterior.
I tell you, this has just turned into a nightmare. So I wanted to share that with everyone because maybe other people can relate. And there was another thing too. The customer asked for Sean to paint the inside of their egg hutch. Here's a great tip. I do believe this is true, and we forget to mention this. They're painting the door to their hen house like a dark red. Mm-hmm. She asked if they could paint the inside of the egg hutch, which they already did, a dark red, so that it helps encourage their instincts, as you always say,
Yes.
and make it a little bit darker in there to help encourage their instincts to go in there and lay.
Mm-hmm. I think that's great.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys out there that, and again, unfortunately, bombed terribly, so I apologize. But Anna Marie she's so happy, and I just I want to, especially for people that are thinking about having a coop assembled by us, doesn't matter if it's a California coop, custom coop, just very proud of my guys. Great group of guys out there.
So big.
Well, the Hen's Den official says, well, they say everything is bigger in Texas.
Some of our, I think some of our, definitely now our largest coop is in Texas, so that makes good sense.
Do you know how many chickens she's going to put in there?
Do you know how many chickens she has in there? That was the other thing we were going to
How
talk
many?
about. Maybe Sean can text in. I think it was 20 or 30. They already put 20 or 30 chickens inside the run. And there were some interesting things happening. And I can tell you, we always do what we can to accommodate the chickens, or I'm sorry, the customers. And it's not fun putting a coop together when there's already chickens in the run, especially that many.
Are there feathers getting stuck in the paint?
I don't know. All right, let's
I
get back.
sometimes have feathers in my coffee.
Yes, you do. All right. So I want to get back to some questions that the customer viewers have, and then I do want to give you a chance to kind of vent, get us up to date on how things are going with HOA.
Okay.
You sure you're going to be up for it?
We'll see. I'll try not to start crying.
Yeah. So Ingrid,
Yes.
any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to go with more questions?
Yeah, fire away. We need a
Okay.
distraction here.
Okay. Someone said, do you suggest insulating the hen house as well as getting the polycarbonate run covers, which we call winter coops
Storm shields.
So do you recommend insulating the hen house as well when it's cold?
I do not, and here's why. When you insulate a structure, the idea is to keep, in this case, the cold out. Sometimes you can say yes to keep the heat out, but in this case, it's going to be keep the cold out. And in order to do that, you seal it all up. But when you seal it up, you trap moisture. And also, when you insulate in this case, a hen house, a lot of times you're also going to put in a heater. So now you're adding a perfect environment where it's warm and moist and humid, and the chickens are warm and cozy at night, sure. But chickens need to be chickens and need to go down into the run in the morning. And even with those storm shields, there's going to be such a rapid temperature change that it could potentially definitely lead to frostbite because they have moisture on them. But also remember when, think about it, we sweat to help cool ourselves down. Well, in a way, it's exterior sweating, that moisture is getting on them. The same thing can happen. So the thing about how to handle your coop in the winter that's best for your chickens, it's one word: consistency. You want the same temperature from the hen house to the run, period. Block the wind chill, which you'll do with your storm shields. That's what they're great for, and also keeping the snow and rain out. But more importantly, you're blocking that windshield, but keep the same temperature. You do not need to insulate your hen house in order to do that. Not to mention, too, you need to ventilate your hen house still, even in the wintertime.
You said something about a heater in there. I don't think we've ever recommended a heater.
And I was not recommending a heater.
Okay,
what I
all
was
right,
saying
okay.
is a lot of
Okay.
times when people insulate, their next move is, okay,
Yeah.
now I'm going to heat it.
Well, you actually have the chickens in there are acting as heaters because they're all 100 degrees,
Yeah, the whole
giving off their body heat.
Right. Do not insulate your hen house. Continue to let it breathe. Block the wind chill. You want this consistent, same temperature from the hen house to the run. Your chickens will be very happy. Just that simple.
So we have people here giving us questions. So Christina wants
Please.
to know, when will the hemp be available again?
Nonner, here's where she needs to hit the button.
Oh my gosh. When?
What a nightmare with hemp. So little did I know France, I mean, good for them. They take an entire summer off. And I'm not talking about the kids in school. The whole entire country shuts down. So I think that prolonged our hemp delivery. Number two, supposedly the container's been full. They can't find a spot on the ship. Here she comes. When will industrial hemp be here?
Well,
Speaking to the mic.
Please come on in. Come on in and join us. Don't touch that part. Don't touch that part. Don't touch that part. Thank you. Now we got a nightmare. I am sorry, folks.
Speaking to the mic.
it was supposed to be here in May.
Okay. No one cares when it's supposed to be here.
I understand. Well, we all
That
do
just
care.
goes to share. It sucks. We
Right.
know. We're sorry.
It's getting loaded onto a boat tentatively Monday,
Little pontoon boat going across.
and it will tentatively take 4 weeks for it to get to and fro. And hopefully by early October,
Oh my
it
God.
might show up here. So there's that.
There's that. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine, right?
Everything's fine.
What a nightmare. So I hate that we've been out of hemp. And I tell you what,
It's
because
just chicken coops. How hard can it be?
So, and we have shopped
For,
to
for
buy.
the record, I retracted that
That's
almost
gonna be- I
immediately.
think that should also be a new T-shirt. That's going to be the staff shirt.
Yeah.
We just so everyone knows, we do shop aggressively to buy hemp in America. That's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into all that. You would think the easy solution is, well, Matt, just buy it locally, right?
Right. Right.
That's a whole nother story. But
No.
we are doing.
No.
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 No, you can't just grow hemp all willy-nilly in this country.
Well, we
Yet.
are growing it. I think it's a processing issue, right?
It's catching up to the technology
Yeah.
and the learning. And I tell you, I've come across a couple of yahoos out there that
Wait, did she just say relax?
yeah, she just Matt, they can't hear me. Relax. So anyways, October, I apologize. You can get on a waiting list if we go to here, and then we're gonna go here.
Yeah, this has gotten to be the point where when the hemp comes in, people are going to start hoarding it, and then we're going to run out, just like we do with
Hoard
toilet
it,
paper.
hoard it, buy it all. So you can email me when the item is in stock. Okay. So I apologize, folks. I tell you, it has been unreal. I mean, and I think a lot of people hear this with a lot of things. Hemp is one of them, even though it's not coming in from China, which most products come
So
from.
your advice is to hoard it.
Absolutely.
I have 3 bales in my garage.
Yeah.
Not yours though.
Yeah, I know.
That pallet that I
That's why I was just
bought long ago.
I was just gonna end that conversation right there.
My
All right.
mic doesn't work.
More.
I've been silenced.
More Nah, believe me. We have more questions.
Please.
Well, I want to. Your dad said, "Who's the second road crew?" I was wondering that too.
See,
I was starting to count people, and I'm like,
I didn't answer that right away because I know it's driving him nuts.
yeah, it's driving me nuts too.
Yeah, he's just laughing like I just laughed. I guarantee
Yeah.
it. Second road crew is us. It's we have a full-time road crew now. We have sold our first chicken coop. That is going to be part of our what we call full turnkey, full assembly, full build. Everything starts from scratch on site, just like you're building a house. And the reason why we got to do that is because they're as big as a house. We have some killer custom coops coming up that we have to build on site. And I'm starting a second road crew with a portable wood shop, which we actually already travel with now, but a little bit of a different operation. It's going to be amazing, I hope. And our first customer happens to be a structural engineer.
So no pressure.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I've been able to take advantage of this opportunity to explain to Evan and Eric, our new guy here, is doing extremely well. Again, thank you. They're like, oh, this is going to be tough, this and that. And I said, it's funny. Yes, it's going to be tough, but tough is good. And I realized yesterday is we can go to the weight room and just do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of aerobics. No offense to yoga. Or we can go in there and do some heavy powerlifting. When you're going to build a chicken coop for a structural engineer, we're powerlifting, and I have already learned so much from this man. I can't wait to get out there, and it's not going to be easy, but it's just going to make us that much better.
Is that Santa Fe?
It is Santa Fe, New
Yeah.
Mexico. I thought about going into an oxygen tank and depriving myself of oxygen.
You can get altitude pills. I have some in my little pharmacy.
Of course you do. What?
Yeah, because that time we went out to Denver, I got sick.
Altitude sickness, right?
Yeah. So I have some just in case.
All right, questions.
KB says, how do I train my hens to lay in the nesting box? My hen house and runs very similar to a Carolina coop design.
It should be their instinct, but I would say put a fake egg in there, some nice nesting material, which is one of the maybe one of the pads that we have on the website under products we like. Or some coastal hay or something like that to encourage their instincts, and make sure that it's dark. If it's not dark, you might put up something to create a shadow in there so it is dark. But I think really the best thing is to put that fake egg in there.
Well, our customer
And to stop them if they start to have a bad habit, for instance, laying eggs in the deep litter. Sometimes one might do that if the egg box is occupied. So make sure you pick up that egg and put it in the nesting box to discourage the bad habit. And if it is because they're crowding into the same nest box, which they always do, take out a divider or make it bigger. So when they do crowd into the same box, there's space for spillover.
Great point. And when we were doing the walk around video of this chicken coop here,
Yes.
it's beautiful. I love this chicken coop. He mentioned, because he bought a California coop 5 or 6 years ago, one of the first California coops to come out, and he said that he would actually put in a fake egg, right?
Right.
And he would move it to a whole nother nest box. And it's funny how chickens are creatures of habit, but he said they would always follow that egg around.
Yeah, they copy each other.
Yeah.
I think they think that it's a safe place. Like, oh, someone else laid their egg here. This must be safe. They're followers.
So, 521 Studies has 2 random questions. How often should we drain and clean the rain barrel?
You know, my father has been doing some crazy research.
Uh-oh.
He must have time on his
He's
hands.
got-
That's
gosh.
a valuable resource.
You know, we get that question all the time, and I don't think there's a black and white answer. I think it's really as needed. There's so
I think it came up with the vet we had on a few weeks ago.
it did.
Yeah.
I do it seasonally.
Yeah,
I never do it.
I don't do it either. But I would say here's the things to think about. Every situation can be a little bit different. And I would say whatever you feel is best, but I would say you can get away with going over a year. And it may not even be to change out the water or clean it and flush it out after a year. It's to clean that heater, which my father, who's only had a heater in his rain barrel system for, since December, I guess it's been about 6 months. I don't know if he was using his city water or rainwater. If he's probably using rainwater. You could see the minerals, I guess
Yeah.
you'd say, building up on it, which would decrease its efficacy of the heater. So you just got to go and clean it. And that's completely normal. It's completely normal. But I would say use your best judgment. If you think it needs to be flushed and cleaned, say you got trees above your coop and you're collecting rainwater.
That's more important than anything is getting that sediment out of there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the other question they had is the best way to control flies.
Deep litter,
Shoot.
dry conditions.
Matt used to be a bug guy.
That's not my voice, but those are my words.
Oh my
I
gosh.
almost missed my cue.
Okay, well, yeah. And Ingrid's like, you guys don't need me over here. Yeah, we do. What was the question? I'm so sorry. I knew it was.
Flies.
What's the best way to control flies?
Matt used to be a bug guy.
Well, as
Oh, and I'm
always.
sorry. I started to answer that question. This is break time for me. Go ahead.
No.
Exterminator.
Well, that's a tough one to answer because it all starts with what type of. Am I playing with it that bad? It starts
It
with
makes
what.
the background noise.
Oh, sorry. It depends on what type of fly it is. But in general, bugs don't lie. When you see them, there's a reason why they're there. Just figure out what the insect is, in this case, what species of fly. And once you do that properly, I guarantee you, shortly after that, you're going to read why they're there and eliminate why they're there. Now, I would say I have actually very little experience with flies around a chicken coop because, thank God, we just don't have that issue. And I would have to guess that if people are having a lot of flies, it could be that the reason why they're there is to feed. And remember, too, most flies, what they eat on is also where they breed. Okay. And if you have a high amount of nitrogen that's attracting those flies, you might have too many chickens for that area where you're not able to have a big enough area to put down enough carbon or that diaper to cover that up. So again, you got to identify the type of fly, and you could have house flies, stable flies, blow flies, or bottle flies, the metallic ones, which all have their little bit different preferences. Let's say you're putting too many table scraps in there. Remember that one time we had a customer, I don't remember where we were. She was like, why do I got all these flies? And we went out there.
My kid's art teacher.
That's right. And she was dumping like enough to feed an army every night in her chicken run.
Yeah. She had a lot of table scraps.
Don't give your chickens more table scraps than they can consume in that night, really, if you will, or 24 hours, or you will attract pests, not just flies, but also mice and rats. So who asked that question? 521 Studies? Mm-hmm. God, if you got a picture, I love this. If you can get a picture, send it to us. And just start with the identification.
I think they're usually just your basic black house flies.
There's nothing basic.
Well, I mean, that's what I have around mine, and sometimes it's because I have watermelon out there, and they'll be on the food.
Musca domestica. I think it's most common would be houseflies. And it doesn't take much to attract them. But again, with houseflies, their food source is also their breeding source. And it's usually just fermenting, rotting food.
Yeah, they can be coming from a trash can, the neighbor's trash can. They can be coming from anywhere, really.
Right. So I would say if you got flies around a chicken coop, it's good because you might have too many chickens for what you're able to keep up with the carbon or the diaper.
Yeah, I'd put some of that, some of the dry material on there. Make sure you have enough. I've noticed that definitely helps. And keep everything dry.
Yes.
If any rain gets in there, if you've got some muddy, sloppy mess, that's not good.
Right. I am not a fan of the Bandaids. That's the other thing I want to mention. I was just remembering, even my dad is out in Texas. They swear up and down this works. I tell you, they swear by it so much that I'm almost willing to try it. But again, I'm not a fan of Band-Aids. They will take a plastic bag, fill it up with water, take it a step further. Not everyone does this. Usually they just leave it with the water, but they'll put a penny in there and then they'll hang them.
Oh, I've seen that.
I've heard that too.
They swear up and down it works. I have a hard time believing it, but I'm not a fan of Band-Aids either.
Wouldn't you have to throw something dead in there?
So I've asked why. I've even gone to our entomologist where I used to work, and those drive me crazy. So they're like, it doesn't work, but the theory is that it magnifies, and they think it's a predator, so they fly away.
Oh, it's a repellent. I thought you were trapping them.
No, it's a repellent.
In the water. That's why I said you might have to throw something dead and stinky in there.
No, you don't want to put an attractant. That's another thing people screw up all the time, is when they use an attractant for a trap, and they're like, ooh, I see a Japanese lady beetle or something, or a Japanese beetle in general. And they're like, oh, let's put this pheromone out. And next thing you know, you got millions of them.
Do those fly bag traps work the same way? They attract them, right?
Yeah.
It's an attractant.
Yeah.
It's nasty, nasty stuff. I used to do bait stations all the time for flies. Disgusting. But the idea is get it away. Or if you know you're going to be in an area that has a sanitation issue, put it in there because the flies are already going to be there. So if you can't beat them, join them, if you will, and put a bait down.
So Rick Farrell, who's a big fan of Kristen's, by the way.
Yes. I believe he also said he ordered a chicken coop. So I want to thank him for that. I see he's been pretty active in our comments. I appreciate it, Rick.
Yeah.
On the phone again.
Do you have to take that?
Yeah, really.
Well, it's my father.
Oh, well.
So that can always be comical, but...
So Rick asks, I'm going to move along.
Please.
How do we remineralize the rainwater system? Because I actually had his question here. Rick, I had your question. So
I'm not sure what that means.
Remineralize the rainwater. So now I think I know what he means. And that is that if you think about it, rainwater should be in its purest form. Mm-hmm. Because when water evaporates, it leaves everything behind. Mm-hmm. And then, condenses and falls from the sky. And if you capture it, it should be almost pure water. And you're lacking the minerals that are very beneficial, like having well water can actually be very good for you. And then there's also some people that say, Matt, you shouldn't give your chickens rainwater. Which I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again, but that you're picking up all the pollutants in the atmosphere, this and that. But I would, I don't have an answer for that. I would just say what I would do if I was worried about the water lacking something is it's pretty easy to get your water tested. And then do some research on possibly adding minerals. I mean, that's got to be pretty darn easy. But I would almost have to say it's not necessary.
Yeah, because they have those vitamins and minerals in their chicken feed.
That's a good point.
Yeah, people tend to overthink a lot of times.
Water is water, and I would leave the minerals for the chicken feed.
Yeah, and that's where I tell you, for me, it's a catch-22 every day in this business. I always tell people, please don't overthink it. One of the worst things you can do is overthink it, overdo, set it, forget it. It's all about the chicken coop. But yet, one of the reasons why they love us is how technical we get in everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
deep dive. We do the deep dive for you.
All right, I'm going to give one more question, then we'll go to Kristen. How about that?
Oh, yeah, we got some stuff to... Oh, gosh, it's 12:43 already. Yeah, one more question.
This one was an older question. Brad Lewis said, I'm wondering if a thermometer can be introduced into the inside of your coop so owners can manage things in the winter. so that owners can manage cooling and ventilation system. There has to be an optimal temperature for happy chickens.
Would you like to take that one?
I don't think there is. I think they survive seasonally and every season, and they adjust accordingly. If you really have maybe some chicks out there, something you're really worried about, I just pick up one of those remote sensor thermometers from Walmart or Home Depot, Lowe's, hardware store.
So that's the beauty of chickens.
Amazon.
They're that easy.
Yeah.
I find that when people try to find the optimal and ideal is set it and forget it. Make sure they have space. Make sure you can block them out, block the wind chill, food and water.
Yeah.
Let them be chickens. I think I've seen it firsthand. When people try to overdo it, they cause themselves problems. Not to mention probably stress themselves out.
Yeah. I used to do that. I used to lay awake at night worried about how cold it was, but once...
And I always find it's my southern customers that are more worried
Yeah.
about how cold it is for the chickens,
know.
where no, the chickens do
Yeah.
well in cold temperatures.
They're
Block the
fine.
wind chill. It's the heat. The heat absolutely makes sure that you're keeping an eye on them. There are tips and tricks, but
Always make sure they have nice fresh water too.
yeah, fresh water and being able to dig down. And I think a lot of times, they know to dig down and put their bellies right on the soil to help cool themselves down.
So 521 they chimed in. I don't know who it is. That they're house flies and they're attracted to the chicken poop. In the yard.
Yeah, house flies, and I would not be surprised by that. And, again, every situation is different. And if it's just fresh chicken droppings out in the yard and you're seeing house flies all over it, usually you wouldn't see that. But if you're in an area where you're near, like where we live, or our farm up in New York, being right next to an Angus farm, holy cow, flies. But I know why. There's millions of them, so the probability of seeing more flies than normal is going to be there. But it doesn't matter. It's all about finding out why there is so many and eliminating that breeding source.
There was I just wanted to just get to Christine because she was saying about the hemp. She's asking, since we're not going to get it until October, should I add pine shavings until it comes? My hen house is getting smelly. Now, if she has hemp, it shouldn't be getting smelly.
Well, unless she's running out.
Yeah.
She's running
Diaper's
out.
getting full, and we got to make the diaper bigger.
Does she mix it? Christine, do you mix it at all? Break it up?
If it's to the point where you need to add something, I might add something more like the Coop clean before I would use pine shavings, because it's going to be a little bit more similar to the hemp. Do you know what I mean? I've seen it in the stores. It's like some... I really don't even know what it is.
I think it's just chopped up hay, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it is. So something like that might be better because it's going to work more like the hemp. And then the pine shavings has resin in it that inhibits composting activity.
And is
So
acidic.
it might actually help with your carbon issue, but it's going to take a dip or negatively affect your composting.
Yeah, so I would say stir it up.
So I'd probably use something similar to...
I mean, even shredded paper from the office.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've done it. It works really well. But then again, we have a lot more paper than most people, and the chickens love to dig.
Straw, hay, Coop clean.
Yeah,
something
pine
like that.
shaving is one of the last things you may want to try. But
They're a
it
little
is,
too woody.
it is. It is. And again, I just can't apologize. We have been fighting tooth and nail to get hemp in, along with many other things. But that is frustrating the hell out of me. We got thousands of these beautiful boxes made and haven't even been able to use one yet. They're just sitting around.
Just figures.
Looking at me. And, yeah.
They are lovely.
Put up fly bags. Oh, gee. I knew that's probably why my dad was calling.
Why is that coming up?
Um,
What did you do to the green
I
screen?
don't know. It's okay. We can leave it here.
All right. I wanted Kristen to talk about her.
So I've lived in the same neighborhood for 22 years, and I've had chickens almost that whole time. We're a rural area. I have 3.5 acres. And all of a sudden, somebody decides they don't like my chickens. Now, we happen to have some zealot in charge of the HOA now. Zealot. I gave out, and we had a HOA meeting Tuesday. So I brought my mother, who just had a stroke, and so she came in her walker for this meeting. my 3 children, even my sister showed up.
Did you advise the children to cry again?
No.
Okay, not this time.
No. But Anya said she was going to hand out this letter because I knew that this guy was not going to let me speak. He sent a text to my neighbor who's a retired police officer that said, you need to come to this meeting because we expect trouble from Kristen.
Wow.
Like, what? And he's just spreading all of these rumors like he thinks I'm going to be dangerous. Well, he didn't let me speak. He didn't let me vote. He didn't let me run for the opening on the board. He silenced me. Every time he talked about me, he opened the meeting with a 5-minute speech about what a bad HOA president I was for 8 years and how he had to take over and save the HOA. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to let me speak, so I handed out this 2-page letter to everyone, and it's titled A Plea for Common Sense and Kindness Amongst Neighbors. And it outlines what he's done, why this matters, even if you don't have chickens, and what I would like to do. But of course that didn't matter because he didn't let me run. But this guy is dangerous. And then he got so mad about this letter that he demanded a public apology at the end of and he said, or I'm going to sue. And I said, there's nothing untrue. There's nothing untrue in this letter. I mean, you can't sue someone for sharing the truth in a meeting where it's relevant. None of this is personal. This is all relevant.
I wish I would have known this was all going to take place.
I invited you.
I didn't realize that's what this was for. Never in a million years would I think this is what's going to happen. You talk about great opportunity for videos.
Yeah, and only the Zealots showed up.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, the Zealots are like they're going, we want rules, and they're standing up, pointing at me, yelling, it's all your fault, because there's 3 people in the neighborhood with chickens, and they're blaming me for the 3 people in 150 homes. They're blaming me and yelling at me. And then the 2 or 3 people that are reasonable people that I know that are reasonable are silent because they see what's going on. Yeah, they don't want to be a part of this. They don't want to talk to me. And I mean, they didn't even want to talk about, they said that the coyotes and, the salmonella, that I'm putting everybody at risk. I tried to say, I've talked to a wildlife biologist about this, and here are the facts, and I got silenced. He wouldn't let me speak about that. And then I brought out this. I said, look, this is chicken poop. It doesn't smell. You guys are overreacting. And then, of course, everyone just went, she's got chicken poop. We're all going to die. And look, nobody can smell this. It's chicken poop and hemp. And they didn't know I had a little tiny hen in my purse that I was going to bring out too. And the hen was rustling around. This is not made up.
I've seen you do it.
And I reached down to like pet her and stroke her because she might have been getting a little upset because, she knew the pitchforks were going to come out and her life was in danger. But I decided not to. I mean, that would have been great. I might as well have. It couldn't have gone any worse. And then after I left, I was told that they were passing around a hat for donations for an attorney to take me down and get me out of there. I mean, this is just ridiculous. None of these people live a mile away from me. They can't see them, smell them, or hear them. My neighbors are very happy with my chickens. They love my chickens. It is just unbelievable that this can happen. And he's been in office for 6 years. He started to say, okay, we're going to have a vote for this board opening. And I said, when are the members of this board going to be up for vote? And he said, Kristen, it's not your time to talk. Oh, God. So he believes that he is, and that's point number 7 on my letter.
Okay, so I'm sorry this has happened and that you had to go through all this.
Beating.
Yeah.
My voice is cracking.
And I mean, and you came so prepared. I love the chicken droppings and bringing the chicken all the way down to the heavyweight paper.
It is heavy. Did you notice? Didn't you? Piece your paper.
Yeah, you think I'm cheap. So what's the next plan then? Where does it go from here?
I think we're gonna have to stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I'm just going to say really quickly, he's broken so many state laws governing HOAs.
Can we bring cameras in next time?
Of course we can.
I think our production company would
So
love.
he has done illegal activity, and he refuses to give me meeting minutes, complaints, the budget, any of these things that are required by law, and even on the covenant.
So my question is, are you going to continue to fight?
I don't know. I might move, but
Will you move up here? Be closer to us.
I don't know. Then he wins, and I love where I live. He also, I talked to the guy next door who owns a rental house, and this guy, the president, cleared 20 feet into his woods and built a stone and concrete structure on his driveway, against his driveway to make it look better, on this other guy's property. This is someone who doesn't respect property rights. And he's only enforcing this, and probably only me. He's going around telling people I'm a lowlife and gonna pay for an attorney himself.
I have to believe there's something else going on.
I had that mulch pile in my front yard. That might have been it. I mean, I got it taken care of, but maybe that's the definition of a lowlife. I mean, I don't know.
Well, please.
Then glad to meet you, because I have a giant mulch pile.
Please keep us posted. I know.
I mean, he's just dangerous. He's just dangerous.
Yeah, it seems like
And
you guys.
my sister, my daughter proofread this, and she said, "It's really good, Mommy, but I don't think I'd call him a petty tyrant." I left it in there.
It sounds like you need like an arbitration for this, because he's being a petty tyrant. Like he's not letting it be one side, another side. He's not letting you be heard.
Well, and I called him being petty, because I had a social, a drop-in open to everyone. And the night of that social, when everybody got home, he sent out an email saying, "Oh, I'm announcing a social subcommittee for my HOA." You know, that's just so petty. That's like middle school. Oh, Kristen had a party. Now I'm going to make an official HOA party. And then
Wow.
I put people were complaining about people leaving doggy bags on their property. I think people walk down the dead end street, and then when they walk back, they pick up the bags, which is totally fine with me. But I put up a little doggy trash can, like the park has, so people can just drop their stuff in there.
That was nice.
And then at the meeting, he says, "I am going to create a subcommittee for doggy trash cans." Like, he's just like, isn't that like a middle school move? Like, Kristen has a good idea. I'm going to make sure that I send out an email saying it's my idea.
Yeah, he's got issues, this guy.
Yes.
All right, so I appreciate you not giving us your strategy. That's these pets. That's a smart thing, smart move. Keep us posted. And again, I'm sorry that happened. I wish there's something we could do to help you. You know me, and you're not going to like what I have to say, but I often believe things happen for a reason. And you got to pay attention to the signs that are around you. And yes, you have a great neighborhood, wonderful home. But you know, it'll work out, especially when you least expect it. So
Right.
I
really had to come. I came home, had a stiff drink, and cried in my pillow. And I was like, tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
It's still so stressful, though.
Yeah.
Having
Over
dealt with
chickens.
something.
It's just, it seems like a witch hunt over nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what I'm getting at. I
Yeah.
feel like there's for almost everything, there's an underlining cause, or there's
Right.
something deeper that we haven't figured out. And if you ever want to fix a problem, you got to dig deep
Right.
to the root problems. And
I would be interested to see even if I did get rid of the chickens, if they would still harass me.
I feel like they would.
I really do. I think they would too.
They'll find another reason.
And
it
he was
sounds like.
making up rules that aren't even in the flimsy little covenants that we have. Like, you can't park on the street anymore. You can't have visitors park in the street, or your service people that are working on your house.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's making stuff up, and I looked around and no one was blinking. Like, this is just dangerous.
Well, because he's being aggressive, and nobody wants to deal with that.
Or just the small number of people that showed up are the ones that want rules. They're like, oh yeah, make up more rules. Yeah, kick out more people. Anyhow. That's my rant for today.
Yeah.
And I would have brought the little hen, but I had that doctor's appointment on the way in.
Oh,
and then on the
right.
way out, I might have some other stops to make. So I didn't want to, and it's so hot outside, I didn't want to endanger the little hen. But I'll bring her next time. Or maybe you just never know when I'll have a hen in my purse.
Yeah, you should have
You
done
just never
that.
know.
We should really talk to the production company, and we should film this. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
What if we did go to the meeting with cameras? I bet you that would change
Oh,
things.
no. And I was thinking about that because the FBI guy who lives near me, who is the chief complainer about this, he was at the meeting with a mask on, didn't say a word. I think he has no presence on the internet whatsoever. I think there's something going on with him, that he's behind this, but he can't be vocal about it. Now, I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but really, I think if we sent cameras there, I don't know.
Are you allowed to film the minutes, these meetings?
I don't. I did tell one of my kids. I said, film it when it gets bad. But I mean, it was 2.5 hours. The poor kids. I said, it's only 30 minutes.
Well, I think if we brought a bunch of people and had cameras and
I was gonna call the news. I mean, I was.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And send them over to the FBI guy's house to talk to him and Dale.
We should do that. Let's call the media.
Yeah, and they say, oh, we're just rule followers. It does say no poultry, but there's a lot of, it says no home-based business, no work from home, no more than 3 dogs chained in your yard. The covenants are 25 years old. Nobody had chickens. I mean, the backyard chicken movement wasn't a thing back then. So that's why covenants typically do expire. It's because things change over a generation.
So, do you want to answer some more questions?
I would love to answer some more questions. You okay? You did good. You feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah. I can go back to keeping chickens in the house.
Go back? Did you ever get away from that? In your purse? Mike Trapp, our friend, is it a problem if chickens eat their eggs?
Yeah, if they're just laid.
Yeah.
But
if they're
I think he
cooked, no.
means feeding them afterwards.
No, I think that's fine. That's fine. Who is it? Was Mike Trapp the one that emailed us about a sick chicken?
No, that was Fish and Matt Ryan.
Yes, I recognize the name.
Mike Trapp is the one that had the Polish on his.
Yep.
Can we share that? Because there is a picture I've never seen before.
It was on the Instagram promo.
Yeah.
I understand that. I just asked, can we share it?
It's not my. All right. Don't. No.
Oh, no.
Don't. I don't want you poking on my email.
Poking around.
I wasn't. I was just going to go to the Instagram. I tell you what, a freaking week this has been. She's going to go poking her own email.
You can't. Well, you can't see it
Why not?
She knows how to get there.
because you can't see the story on your Instagram.
Oh.
So
Never mind. There was just an awesome picture.
I
Because,
will get it.
Yeah,
but I want to take it off of screen share, so I'll find it in my email. Okay?
okay.
Oh wait, here it is. Hang on.
Yes.
There we go.
I love that.
See, I did say that.
What is that collection he has
Oh, the collectibles
on the
Yeah.
wall?
This is the show with Dr. Crespo,
Yeah.
Right.
and that's Mike Trapp with Phyllis, the Polish.
It's
love
crazy
that
to think
picture.
people are watching us
I'm
on
going
their
to send
TVs.
that to Dale and say, because he kept saying, chickens are not pets, they're poultry. And he all red-faced, poultry. Poultry. No, they are pets.
Oh, that is such a funny picture.
That's Phyllis Diller.
Wow, I look like I am like dead serious, and you're. What a great picture. That's funny. Yeah, let's get back to the comments. Let's get back to the
Okay.
questions. It's already 1 o'clock. I
Was
don't.
my rant too long?
No.
I tried to.
It was getting there, but you're very good at ranting. By the way, it's quite incredible. Like yeah, very good rant. The idea is hoping to feel better, and it's just amazing of the things that people don't think about. Just everything that's tied in with chickens, and that it can cause people that it can get that bad.
These are people who don't like the idea of chickens. They're not personally affected by them.
So here's another question. 521 studies. We have a new hen who is 4 months old. She won't stay on the roost bar because she's getting pecked at. She's going into one of the nesting boxes and pooping, which is awful. I've been moving her every night. Any advice?
How many roost bars do you have? Is there just one? Can we add another?
I actually had this problem with Midge.
And how is it going with your rope-wrapped roost bar?
Oh, they're all using it now.
Whoa. Hold on now.
They were afraid, and now they're using it.
They're
Yeah.
all using it? So
Well,
they're...
they're not all using it. A couple of them started using it, and now I see different ones, and I've been putting the new ones on there as well because I have some new chickens.
So we are unable to tell if they prefer it.
Well, it's too soon.
Yeah, I've noticed that too with my nesting material tests, that if something's new in there, they always go back to what they're used to. It does take that, and then you think, oh, that's a definitive sign that this is better. No, it's they're creatures of habit, and it just takes time for them to, I mean, usually one of them tries it, and then their followers.
Right.
Oh,
The
yeah.
definitive sign should be if they make the change with the original habit available. That's,
Well, I think
Right.
first it was they were petrified of it, and they wouldn't go on.
It's new,
they wouldn't
yeah.
go on any roost bar
Uh-huh.
for a while
Yeah.
there, and then they all went on the one that wasn't the rope wrapped, and then after it was almost 2 weeks before I saw one or two on there.
I think the best test would be to start chickens out as babies. So they have no preference and have two. But as soon as they, start out without one or with one, they're always going to have a precedent.
we should invent Carolina Coops beer, a beer brand. Doesn't that look like a beer can?
Yes, we should start brewing, and then we can feed the spent grains to the chickens.
Oh,
There
that
you
is
go.
brilliant.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that tax write-off. Oh.
Yeah, and then we can show pictures of Matt's face, or videos what he looks like when he tries it. So I'm wondering if the right way, we have a lot of customers that add these to their hen houses after they have the original, if they should slowly acclimate it versus would it be too traumatizing to take out the original and just put in all new with the rope wrap?
Well, they wouldn't even go on any. They were like there was a predator in the hen house. The way they were
Right.
acting, but
That's
then
interesting.
and then they all just went on the regular one, and now they're getting used to it.
Oh.
Yes, it's. I thought it was Jessica and Tim.
Oh. So Tim and Jess, I mean, I don't know where to begin. Friends, and we met Jess years ago. You remember Jess at Whole Foods when we did a show
Yeah.
there, and then they ended up buying a chicken coop from us, and we bartered. Jess is a marketing extraordinaire, just like Ingrid,
Yeah,
and we teamed up together and did a lot of work. And then Tim reached out recently. I'm wondering how it went, where he asked about adding a second egg hutch. And one of the things I loved that I was able to point out to him is that what we do with all of our chicken coops is if you buy one of our, it doesn't matter if it's an American, Carolina, even a Cali, we'll pick on the Americans, that's definitely the most popular chicken coop. They're all framed out so that you can easily add a hen house, an egg hutch to the other side because it's framed out. And all you got to do, I go, well, just drill a hole and take a router with a flush trim bit and just route it out. Yeah.
Well, Jessica had texted me in a panic because she couldn't find her white leghorn,
Oh.
and I said, well, maybe she's sitting on a clutch of eggs, even though they don't tend to be broody. And she was afraid, and then it finally came back, and she thought it was the thunderstorms. And then the next day, she texted me a picture, and there was like 24 eggs underneath something. So it was going somewhere else to lay. So
Right. So he did mention that to me. So definitely adding a second egg hutch. So when I said to him, I said, just get a router with a flush trim bit. I always forget that I'm not sure if he even knew what I was talking about. So what occurred to me is we need to do a video of how to add a second egg hutch with.
we did.
And I've done that video.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and you were in Chapel Hill.
Yeah,
you
Chapel
and
Hill.
Kristen did I have the video on it's on YouTube.
But that was with a flush trim bit. Not everyone has a router and a flush trim bit. And if you wanted, see, here's the reason why I recommended that, because you can't really screw it up unless you drill a hole in the wrong spot. But the beauty is if you drill a hole in the right spot and you follow it with the router, you're good to go. You can't screw it up. Or the most common way I imagine people would do it is, I don't know if most people have a Sawzall or a reciprocating saw. Again, you drill a hole and you got to follow that blade along the inside. And the worst you could do is kind of dig into the framing a little bit. You just don't want to cut all the way through. So I forgot about that. Yeah. We should maybe bring that back up. Or is it how to add a second egg hutch?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
That's
it was
okay.
like how to add an egg hutch when there isn't one.
Is it on here now?
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, it's on YouTube. But is
Well,
it
it's on here. Yeah. Look under video tutorials.
video? Check this out, by the way. I mean, we are getting fancy. Oh, hold on.
Don't.
I'm going to.
Ah.
I can.
Okay.
And I take
It's
all
your show, Matt.
I take all the responsibility if I'm going to piss some people off. But some things do need to be said. Look at Ingrid, don't be mad. Look at me.
No, you just squirreled though. Can we?
No, we need to get something out there that is so important. And, I know our fans right now watching, they'll understand. But we had, for the second time, a comment come in on our YouTube channel of a customer, potential customer, that called in, spoke to someone here, and said, no, thank you. You guys are absolute jerks, or something to that effect. And Ingrid did a good job. And I call it the PC comment, the official, thank you for your, whatever is said. I don't know. So polite and this and that. Okay. Obviously, I should not be reading these comments after hours. But this
Forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
this business is my baby. Okay. So when someone attacks your child, you're going to get defensive. Okay. Right or wrong, you're going to get naturally defensive. But I did have such a hard time believing that anyone would ever call here and talk to anyone, whether it's Maddie, Mackenzie, Christy, anyone, and have a bad experience. I've seen firsthand how these girls, no matter how bad of a day they're having, they all know how to just turn on the shine and da-da-da. Here's what we found out. Did I tell you what's happening? Here's what's happening. And this is what we got to get out there. If you call us wanting to place a chicken coop order and you got some questions about what chicken coop you want to get or what you should get, da-da-da-da, that's great. I recommend that. Call us. We're going to have a conversation about it. What has happened is twice now, they didn't like the answer. So it wasn't that we were jerks. It wasn't that Nan was rude. It was they didn't like the answer. They felt that they were offended, which was ridiculous. So if you are on our YouTube videos and you're looking at the comments, be like, oh, God, they're jerks. I don't want to call them. It's not true. I mean, we're human. But I tell you, I think, do a phenomenal job. But it upsets me, and God only knows what happened after that, that they just, and Nan explained it, because obviously that doesn't sit well with me. And we have to address every single one of them. And it's just, if you call us, we're going to have a conversation. We're chicken people. We love what we do. And it's usually like they took offense to a question about, and I think it simply was, is there any other areas you would consider putting your chicken coop? That's all it was. How dare you say or ask if there's any other place I should put my chicken coop?
Well, I mean, somebody's experience, can be they have a negative experience, like you said, because they want the coop tomorrow, or they want something, whatever different. They don't want to pay for shipping, whatever it is.
So here's what we need to do. I have an idea. You ready to add one more thing to your plate?
Oh, absolutely. Of course I do.
Can we start off? Can we have all of these calls that come in recorded?
Well, that's more of a Matt thing than an Ingrid thing.
No. I got enough on my plate.
I don't know if that's really necessary. I mean, this is just such a one-off situation.
It really is.
Yeah, no. I mean,
and then Ingrid,
remember the title of my letter is a plea for common sense and kindness. I mean, I think it just, if one phone call ends that someone's not happy that maybe they're not going to get their coop when they want it, or they got a question to maybe reconsider the placement.
No.
That's just, okay, where's the kindness there? Okay, you didn't get the right answer. I'm really sorry. And just understanding amongst people. Not everyone can be 100% every day, every minute.
the hell we can't, and we will be.
Maybe 99%.
Right.
Okay,
No, I agree.
So just let's just be reasonable people.
Well, that's upsetting, especially if someone attacks someone on my team. If you're gonna attack me, I don't care.
But I see the issue more with the reaction then
What, my reaction? That's why
No,
Ingrid
no,
yelled at me,
the public
scolded
comment.
me, literally ruined the rest of my day.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, stop.
The public comment and then your response probably didn't help. Just
I've
like
gotten-
this letter probably didn't help with Dale. It probably would have been better if I didn't even show up at that
right.
stinking meeting.
So we have a video on here how to add a egg hutch.
find it.
Tim, I apologize. I didn't even know we had that video. And again, I hope you were able to figure it out. I would love to hear how it went. And I hope my answer helped it made sense in order to do that. But I just want everyone to know, if you ever want to add a second egg hutch, it is extremely easy to do. And it's actually very affordable. If you're worried about screwing it up, go to Harbor Freight. Just buy a cheap router and a flush trim bit and drill a hole, route it out. You will be amazed at how well that cut is and how easy it is.
Yeah, I can't. It's on YouTube. I don't know why it's not on the website. I'll put that on my list of things to do.
All right. Okay.
And you can buy an egg hutch from the website.
Oh, absolutely.
We're out of stock.
Oh,
What do you mean we're out of stock?
So we're not out of stock, but we're not building.
We are 100% building American Coop egg hutches. I don't know about Carolinas, but if people want to order, which we sell a ton of. Where's Nan? I can't believe she must be on the phone. I thought for sure she would have been in here, but we need to get that straight. So 521 studies, Tim, 2 6-foot roost bars, rope wrap, 8 hens total. I'm not sure what I missed, but
The ones that are. He's got the one that's getting picked on.
You guys are killing me. I am nothing but a ray of sunshine.
Hold on. Okay, I hope we're
I
not
only said
boring people today.
99%, and that's across the board for everybody.
And even when I'm not a sparkling ray of sunshine, I exude glitter while I'm on the phone and to any and all of our customers all of the time. Because that's who I am.
I see the sparkles right now, actually.
And if I'm not,
Well, okay. So I didn't.
Then I hear
Ingrid got mad at me at my response. I thought I made a pretty good response.
I don't even know what your response was.
It's not that I didn't believe her. People need to know, because they're going to read that. I'm not going to delete it,
Ingrid will.
No, I left it. You're the boss. I left it.
I believe what the issue was.
Into the mic. Come on up.
I'm sorry. I believe what the issue was is the simple fact that the customer did not. I was trying to be as. I always start from being the most cost-effective option to the most elaborate. Cheapest to most expensive. That's just how my brain works, and that's what I will always do for our customers. When they ask for it, I will go either way. So when this particular customer called, she said that she had X amount of acres to work with, but she had this one very tight little spot that she wanted to create for her chickens. And I said, okay, well, maybe if we do kind of like this layout for like a custom or whatever, or maybe is there perhaps a different spot on your plethora of acreage that you would like to place your coop. And to my surprise, that's where I was wrong, suggesting that maybe there might be a different spot. So maybe we could design a different, more spacious custom coop for her, or maybe even go with one of our standard coops. So that was all. I don't know what the big deal was, and I don't know why I made her mad. I apologize if I was anything.
Yeah, we need to put something on the website. If anyone
glittering.
wants to put a public comment down like that, go for it. But they need. I wish they could call me directly, because it is what it is. It pissed me off. I'm gonna defend this company, our people. We work so hard. It's unbelievable what we go through to make everyone happy. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm so thankful. And what brought that up is we're going to go right back to what we were talking about. Ingrid, awesome job on, I was going on the website the other day and
what were you talking about? I didn't.
I know there was a couple of them.
That we're not selling accessories.
Right. I asked Ingrid to mark the egg hutches out of stock because we have been focusing on getting the coop orders out the door. I have to stop interrupting the flow to make egg hutches for right now until we get the go-ahead to start working here in North Carolina, and then we can start pumping them out the door.
Okay. So are they in stock or out of stock?
Out. Until we can start working here in Creedmoor, North Carolina.
Well, we are. We're going to talk about that later. Again, I don't want to bore people. The show's supposed to be for them, and I feel like we've had to get a lot off our chest.
Play that soap opera music.
Well, oh, you didn't hear it. I did.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Non
while you were
doesn't.
talking.
Yeah. Non doesn't have the headphones
Yeah.
on. But this is our other favorite one that.
My glitter's fading.
Ingrid-
I have to go.
Oh, so when
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. All right, questions, comments. Let's get back to it. It's already
Yeah.
1:19. I feel like we, haven't really gotten into answered anybody's.
Tim and Jessica said that their son mate said that you make it sound easy.
Emmett.
You do.
Well,
Everything is so easy for you.
But I want to share that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we design our coops the way I want to make it so that people go, there's nothing impossible here. It's very, very doable. And I love giving people a little bit of confidence, a spark, a chance, an opportunity. That's what I was given, and you just got to roll with it and don't be scared. You're not going to screw it up. The biggest thing you're going to screw up is not trying, period. All right.
Well, I think for Tim too and Jessica with their little one that's getting bullied, I think in time, like I would just keep putting her back on there, and eventually when she gets bigger, she'll go on there on her own. That's my advice to them.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't let her sleep in the nesting box.
I was seeing if I could see through my mug, but I can't, can I?
All right. Do we have any more questions?
I'm sure there is.
Oh, and I wanted to say, Francine had emailed about that Kristen, you gave advice about adding chickens when she had a broody, and she
Yeah.
did that, and she was so happy that
Wait.
she did that.
Wait, what happened?
Yay.
Francine had a couple, it was shows and shows and shows ago that she said something about having a broody hen, and Kristen and I were talking about how great it is to just, you can add like live chicks under them, or you can add eggs,
Yeah.
either way, and to do that, and she ended up doing that, and she's thrilled. So she wanted to
Yay.
thank you.
Good. Thank you. I mean, you're welcome.
Gosh, yeah, we got so much. I would love to get that on video. I hate that, going back to your HOA, this and that. One of the best things I've ever seen in this business is what you did on your fence. New neighbors, young daughter, took one of our egg hutches, cut a hole out in your fence, hung the egg hutch so that the chickens would go up to the egg hutch, lay eggs, and then the little girl on her side of the property can come up
Yeah.
and get access to the eggs. I mean, come on. I mean, that is just absolutely awesome. And then you got idiots that want to. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he's pissed that you're. I don't know. Okay.
That wasn't it.
So Francine had the same problem with her roost bar too. She just did one at a time, and it took them a while to get used to it. But they get used to it, and they're
Yeah,
fine.
that's just chicken behavior.
Yeah. So everyone is buying the accessories, the roost bars, all that stuff. Thank you so much, and please let us know because
Mike Trapp said I had to shake the glitter out of my cell phone after talking to Non. She needs to put that in her book of compliments.
yeah,
I like that.
That's funny.
And Patty S says, anytime I add anything new to the hen house, I have my Rhode Island Red that spends about 15 minutes telling me off the top of her voice. Telling me off at the top of her voice. I believe she's the head of the Coops HOA. We'll rename her Dale.
Dale.
We were joking yesterday with Jetta. I mean, she is just like me when I was little with lizards and animals, this and that. So we're thinking about when we finally get the chicken coop set up here, we're going to name the chickens after chicken coop parts. So we're going to have one that's named Gusset, one that's named Muttons, one that'll be named Cupola.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Alrighty. Well, 123. Gosh, I tell you, guys, thank you so much. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. Not one of our normal shows. We really got off track. I kind of feel like we all kind of needed it. I feel better.
I do too.
It's like
All
our
right.
viewers are giving us something
Everything
back
will
right now.
be okay.
Everything will be okay. It will be. We're coming in the fall. The heat is almost over here. I tell you, it's been hot,
Yeah.
but we've gotten through it. It's not been easy. I keep saying it. We're so much closer. Like we are so like we're on. If we were on thin ice, we're the ice is cracking right now. We're so close to be able to get Coops out the door. So
Yep.
close.
Hang in there.
Yeah, we will.
Someone asked, do we do coops for 3 hens? Well, why, yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do. Absolutely, we do.
That would be the California Coop.
Yeah. So, and that came up first thing this morning when Ingrid got here. She wanted drawings of the California Coop, and it's actually 3 if you're not going to free range, 4 with free ranging. And this is a great, great chicken coop. It is originally designed for people that don't have a lot of room. It's not so much that they don't have a lot of chickens. It's just they don't have a lot of chickens because they don't have a lot of room. But yet you still have all the great features that you must have in a chicken coop. There's a great shot there. I think that was out in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah, it was Utah. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much a shrunk down version of an American coop. So you still have the deep litter system, have the same material, same hinges, same everything. It's just built a little bit smaller, so you don't need as big of a footprint. Still tons of cross ventilation, easy to clean. You got the deep litter system. I mean, look at that.
It's 1 4-foot roost bar and a 2-gang egg hatch. So you are limited of how many you can have. And you don't want to shove a bunch of chickens in there.
You absolutely don't. So to answer your question, yes, we absolutely do. That's the California Coop. And definitely would not go more than 4, but don't go more than 3 if you cannot free range. Or you can always add a run extension too. That is the nice thing.
Yeah, but it's still small.
And there's what it looks like when it comes to you. It's flat packed. So actually shipping is, oh God, look at all these great pictures. Ingrid, you must stay extremely busy.
I do. I always have a lot to do.
Well, I've never seen this one.
There's a couple of those. Isn't that nice? I think that was the first one you did with the Dutch door.
Yeah, something went wrong there. I can tell you that right there. Something's not right there. So it looks like they had to add a piece. We probably built the wrong Dutch door. Well, anyways, happens.
See how you notice things? I would have never noticed that.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a
You
big
notice-
snafu right
You
there.
notice every little...
That should not be there.
Well, now I notice it because you pointed it out.
All right.
I still don't notice.
But I love the colors.
Yeah,
Th-
I love that sage green.
This vertical board here. So to answer your question,
okay.
yes, 3 hens, great chicken coop. I tell you, people love it. We don't sell nearly as many California coops as we do American, but we do as soon as we get done mass producing, high efficiency building the American coop out of here,
Here,
and
this
then
one's nice.
we're gonna add in the.
See, they have a little shade cloth. And
Speaking of shade, we got a company that is willing to custom make those pull down shades, and we still haven't got into it. What is wrong with us?
I need one of those.
So if anybody wants shades built for their chicken coop, just call us. They're not the cheapest in the world. They're American made, right out of Texas. I think she's in Dallas. They are originally made for RVs, but they'll work perfect. It's a solar shade. It blocks like 99% of the solar, but still lets wind through. They're just, it's a great product, and I've been meaning to add that to our arsenal because that is something. Again, we talk about what we got to do for our girls when it comes to extreme temperatures. It's keeping them. What's going on? Here we go.
Oh, we're fading.
Fading. I can make us fade. Have I ever shown you?
Fading
You're
away.
doing it now.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Yeah, fade away.
Bye. I should do that every time.
Yeah,
What happened? What
I
happened?
don't know. You're touching it. Hands free.
It's always my fault. Always my fault. And we didn't get the YouTube chicken police this week either.
Oh. I had some things, too. I had a thing. Can I get to one of them?
Yes.
Wait, what? We're doing YouTube chicken
I
police?
just have one comment.
I didn't know this. I thought we were not doing any YouTube chicken police.
I had a
What is going
question.
on with the camera? What did you do?
I can't even reach it. I can barely reach the computer.
That is driving me nuts.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
It is an old camera. It might be time to get a new one.
The Coop in Alabama, Shelley's
Wait, is this going to
Coop.
piss me off?
Yeah.
Good. Great.
The Coop in Alabama, Shelley's Coop, that you also did the duck house. I don't know if you want to get a picture of it or not. For all the design thought put into this beauty, I'm surprised that they missed that the barn door entrance looks like a giant electrical outlet.
I saw that.
I don't even know what she means.
I don't even get it. It doesn't even look like an outlet.
How does it look like I'm confused.
I mean, really, are you that?
Go to the custom Coop page. You'll find it.
No, you do it. You do
All
it.
right.
You always get mad at me. I just got to be quicker.
I know, because I'm not a Mac person. We've discussed this.
Looks like an outlet. Now, I know my outlets. My father has taught me outlets. Like, you can look at an outlet and know exactly what you're looking at. So let's see. I didn't see it.
Where do I have custom coops for? I can't even find our own website.
Where is it, Ingrid?
I don't know. That's weird.
Wait, where did it go? You used to have it.
I know.
Well, that's scary.
I've changed so many things.
I think she does that just to keep busy.
Oh, stop. Okay.
Well, we got to get custom coops.
They are, but we don't sell them, so.
We have the exact replica coming up soon.
So is this what she's talking
Speaking
about?
of coming up soon, can I do a teaser?
Is this what she's talking
No,
about?
the other side. I think I saw it.
I won't say anything, but we
See
do have
that wet one.
hello.
The Dutch door.
I'm talking.
The Dutch door.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Dutch
I got an amazing teaser. Am I allowed to tease a little bit?
See that I mean, if you really try, that could look like an electrical outlet.
That's what she's talking about?
I mean, but that's really a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was hardly YouTube police worthy then.
Yeah. All right, so you had a teaser?
Well, there is a teaser, and as I'm not allowed to say anything, but how we're gonna slip this in. We're slipping so here's what I'm gonna say. We're slipping in a chicken coop in between coops that are slipped in between regular schedule, like that reclaimed one. So but this is gonna be amazing. Okay. We're gonna make TV. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to make TV, finally, for a show that is very popular. I've never heard of it, never seen it, but I hardly even watch TV. An extremely popular TV show. They asked for one of our chicken coops to be on the show. And we're going to be out there in about 4 weeks, I think, if my math is correct. Somehow, some way, we're going to pull this off. Thank God the customer that we had to push off a little bit, she was completely understanding.
Yeah, they didn't really give us any lead time for this.
They gave us nothing. How in the world we're gonna pull this off? But it won't air until December, so we're kind of a ways out for the teaser.
That's okay.
But it's gonna be fun.
But it's exciting.
It is exciting. I can't say anything more, right?
I don't know. I don't know what your discussions have been. So I would not.
More to come.
More to come.
More to come.
Stay
All right. It is
tuned.
1:30. It is our official hard cutoff time. And
Get you guys back here.
Good job.
yeah, thanks for
High
coming
five.
back. Yeah, high five again. Well, yeah.
Thanks for coming
Tim
back.
called us chicken TV therapy
Yeah,
today.
that's awesome. I appreciate it, Tim. Hey, for all you guys out there, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. We will be back next week. I think if I looked at my schedule recently, the next 3 weeks I will be here. Will you be here?
Sure.
You can hit it. There we go.
Okay.
But Ingrid's not going to be here.
When?
Next week.
Oh, next week you're not going to be here.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are we going to do without Ingrid here?
You'll be fine.
I'll bring my hen.
You got to pee? Is that the pee dance?
No.
We'll see you guys later.